Coming across an abandoned drive-in theater, it only seemed natural to use the vast space for something that still has a use for cars. With the proud factory of the Chrysler's Covega in the background in nearby Lexington, it is a match made in heaven out of solid concrete and steel. Presenting the product of the plant right at the very top of the entry side of the cube that represents the colors of the FBL greatly, it offers an entire 4,710 places for spectators to watch the battles on the visible green field in the center of the stadium. Equipped with commentator boxes, lights, and a scoreboard with an actual working clock, it is the perfect stadium to hold events like these. The lowered green square pitch is great for close combat attacks, as the majority of athletes do. With no way to escape or get into cover, one must act with full force fastly. The key to win here lies in the duck and punch, enforcing fast rounds between the competitors. We surely will see bad slaps back and forth like we've never ever seen before, all up close and personal as if we were in the action ourselves. Conquering the national market of beverages with the refreshing soda Nuka-Cola, the branded amusement park Nuka World opened its gates in May 2015. With an overwhelming success with over 40,000 sold tickets, further expansions were added to the cheeriest place of all the world, such as the Nuka Field Stadium. Right next to the main entry of Nuka Town, USA, this construction of wood and steel has been the finalization of another dream regarding this vast theme park. Contrary to major concerns of certain individuals, the Nuka World Raiders have ensured that the working conditions of the settlers building this soccer-like stadium have been fulfilled to satisfactory terms. Built on empty farmland that has been totally legally claimed, the Nuka Field Stadium offers a place to a surprising 3,932 spectators on the wooden grandstands. Due to the dry conditions, the fertile soil dried out a little bit, which might result in interesting grip levels in comparison to other surfaces. The positioning could prove vital here, but we may only see once we do have the athletes competing against each other. Built in 1634 on 15 acres of land on Castle Island, this battle arena is a monument for the United States of America and thereby fittingly inhabited by the Commonwealth Minutemen. Left by the British in America's birth year of 1776, it served as a bastion and the oldest stronghold of the nation henceforth. Destroyed during the Great War of 2077 by the evil rotten commies, sponsor placement by the Enclave, great efforts by the Minutemen have been made to restore this historical building brick by brick and construct grandstands of the same granite on top. Once entitled Castle William, later Fort Adams, afterwards Fort Independence, and also simply known as the Castle, the look of this enormous and dominant object in the landscape has given it a new fitting name, the Colosseum. Stone benches along the pentagon shape offer style-matching seats, and the wide corridors with the plush granite additional room to observe the matches while standing up straight, as at least most humanoid creatures of the Wasteland do, summing up the capacity up to an entire 3,360. The vast battle space invites distant attacks, and the temporarily barricaded shacks are great for cover, but once in the open, an athlete is exposed dangerously. Be ready for varying action and artistic skill shots that could write the history books of the FBL. Deep in the research labs of the basements in the Mass Fusion building, which is a landmark of the Bostonian skyline, a hidden treasure was found and dusted up to light up in full glory again. What seems almost like a simulation is just as real as all the punches the athletes will deal to each other. The Mass Fusion Grid is a battle stadium like no other, offering most likely the biggest number of live spectators imaginable, with the cameras from the science terminals hooked up to transmit even further out into the wastes. A neon show of death with visual and physical obstacles that may irritate the competitors. Originally produced to conduct experiments without harming any living being. So here we are, letting living beings cause harm to each other instead. It is an outstanding technology that grants us spectators a unique experience, but I'm pretty sure that also the athletes will have a very individual fight as they will try to cope with the extreme conditions of overstimulation of this fantastic light show.